everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast for creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, so here I am tonight sitting with Dear Diane, right? That's your artist
Yes.
name? Is that your real name, Diane?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay. We literally just met like an hour ago.
Yep.
So we're just going to have to start talking because I know nothing except you're an artist that Jason's working with and you have an amazing voice, and I'm assuming you write your own songs?
I do, yeah.
You
Thank
do? Okay.
Also,
Yeah. So let's just dive in. Like when did music even become a thing in your life? Like when did you...
I feel like music's always kind of been around. My dad was really into music, and when I was younger, he kind of like started to kind of give me like makeshift singing lessons when I first started to learn how to talk and everything. And it was kind of more along the lines of sing as loud and as best as you can, and I'll tell you to stop when it sounds right.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I learned to sing, and that's how I've kind of taught myself to sing throughout the last few years. And
So when you were singing loud, I mean, I'm trying to think of like his like reason for that. Like, was that helping you put energy into your singing, or it was just opening up your vocal cords?
I think it was that and like a mix of like gaining strength like in my voice
Yeah.
and like confidence.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I know
never
sometimes
asked.
when I've worked with people and you're like, there's no energy. People just
Mhm.
think they're supposed to sing louder, and it's like, no, that's actually not it. Like,
Yeah.
you're not, you get what I mean, right? Okay, so, all right, so you're a little one, you're singing, dad's got you singing, then what's happening after that?
I don't know. They tried to like put me into like talent contests and like try to get me to join choir and stuff like that, but I was such like a little anxious kid. I hated that. I was like, no, I'm not doing any of that. I don't want any parts. Don't put me on a stage. And I kind of just like started writing by myself, like in my room, like as soon as I like really learned how to speak and write the English language, basically. And
So, do you speak another language?
no,
Okay,
I like
all right.
barely speak English.
So how old were you when you, I couldn't talk till I was 3, believe it or not. How old were you when you started writing songs then?
When I started writing, I was probably closer to like 8 or 9. My first song ever was like this little stupid, and it was like 8 lines, and I wrote it like it was like about how much I love my dad, like for Father's Day.
Aw,
Yeah.
he loved it.
Yeah, he did. But then as I got like older and everything, it really became like my crutch. It was like the one thing that I could turn to when I felt like I had nobody else that would like care or like listen. Especially like once I got to like middle school, high school. Cause you know, it's awkward. You're going through all this you don't want to talk to anybody about it all. And
Right.
like, that's what I had. That's what I used to like get it all out.
Yeah,
And I still do that.
I did that.
hmm
Yeah, I did that back. I would just scream. I played guitar. Do you play any instruments?
No, I don't.
No?
No.
Yeah, I grew up in the grunge rock era, so I was just like angstful and screaming and probably pissing my neighbors off.
Real.
Yeah.
I wish I learned one. That's one thing. If I could go back, like I wish I could have learned an instrument.
You still could, but it does get harder to learn things as you get older.
Yeah.
Depends on how much time you have.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of time?
Like some, I could definitely make time. I'm like, Jason gave me a guitar, so I'm gonna try. He
Oh.
said something about my nails might be an
Oh.
issue,
Nails are going to be an issue.
so I'm gonna see if I can maybe find a workaround, like some kind of rubber thing, or like if I can position my fingers on there right or something. I'll figure it out. And if not, there's always the piano.
You might get like a weird
Yeah,
like
like-
callus down here, maybe. I don't know.
I'll
Or
figure
just got to
something
keep the
out.
ones like when I used to play. I've never was a nail girl, but like I used to. That's the reason why I've always to this day wear my belt to the side, because if I wear my belt in the front, it would like scratch my guitar.
Oh.
So that's why to this day I wear my belt to the side. And then also I would paint my fingernails, but I wouldn't paint certain nails. It was kind of a look at the same time, but like
Real.
because it would scratch off when I would be playing guitar, so I just would like certain nails would be painted, certain wouldn't. That's what I did.
That makes sense.
All right, so in high school, you're writing songs, and then what happened? Were you performing at all? Like, did you have a means to record, or you were just writing and you were just getting your feelings out?
Most of it was really just writing. I really liked the whole experience of like going to a studio and working with an engineer. I worked with Thomas J at rotation like all throughout high school, which was like a really, really cool experience to like go from like writing music in your bedroom with like YouTube beats to like going to a studio and like being in an actual booth and like not just recording on voice memos and like calling it a day.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me fall in love with like the recording aspect of it all.
Yeah. That's cool that you got to do that in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love like a really good like homemade like thrown together song. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like one of my favorite little subgenres. Like, so I still do those.
You mean like the rawness of it?
Yeah.
Like using whatever means you have to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is something in that.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're saying.
It feels like raw. It feels authentic. Like,
yeah,
it's nice. It's like
because
refreshing.
you can overproduce, you know, and ruin songs. The feeling of the songs if you do that.
Yeah.
Did you ever? Well, you really probably can't when you're in high school. Like go to open mics or like, did you ever connect with any other musicians or songwriters? Or were you kind of just in your own little land?
I was in my own little world. I don't really like socializing with people. I hate networking. It's like one of my least favorite things in the world.
Then do not come to the Monday night meetup.
No, I'll still be there.
Just kidding. Actually, you should be a featured guest in February, but we'll talk about that. Whatever. Later. Yeah, so, okay, so you're in your own little world, and what's going on now?
I don't know, like, the studio was, like, trying to get me to, like, go and do their events because they were throwing stuff like that, and I was just kind of, like, blowing them off, like, every time. I was like, no, yeah, I'm, like, I'm busy that day, or no, I can't do it, like, whatever, and then they just kind of, like, stopped asking, so I was like, oh, thank God, like, I'm in the clear, so I just, like, kept writing, like, music by myself and, like, going to the studio and, like, just, like, learning all about it and everything, like, I think one time I like asked Thomas to like name me all the buttons that he knew like at the studio at the time. I mean, I couldn't tell you right now, but
do you mean like on the console?
Yeah, like all the buttons on here. Like if I touch one of those buttons, I'd probably blow his thing up. To be honest, but
let's try it.
No, Jason would kill me. But I just like knowing. Like I like learning like everything I can about it.
Yeah, and the sound aspect of it all is what you're saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're getting there because we're almost at your age at this point, right?
Yeah.
So when you're working with Jason now, what's happened between now and where we left off?
I was still working with Thomas. Like, I still work with Thomas, like, from time to time. But I think we, like, stopped working on, like, everything I do probably closer to, like, a year ago because our schedules just, like, weren't lining up. So I started going to Spit. And I was making, like, a different genre. I kind of had, like, a series of remixes kind of go a little viral. So I was kind of running with that, and I released them. It was fun. And it was cool to write, like, within a different genre.
A series of remixes, like, of your songs?
Of, like, other songs.
Other songs. And then you were singing and someone was producing a remix? Is that what you're saying?
Like, I wrote, like, a remix to the song and then, like, recorded it and released it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did the instrumental...
We changed
the
instrumental a little bit. They never answered my DM, so we had to change it.
Yeah, okay.
But, it was cool. I'm kind of, like, over it a little bit. It kind of, like, pocketed me into, like, this, like, group of people that, like, don't take music seriously and, like, aren't real artists, and that's not who I am. Like, I've been writing music for, like, over 10 years now, and I love music. Like, music has, like, literally saved my life. So I'm kind of, like, stepping away, and now I'm kind of going back into, like, doing what I've always done, like the sad, self-pitying songs and a little bit of, like, pop punk. And what me and Jason are working on right now is, like, a completely different genre than, like, everything I have out so far. And I'm just, like, excited to, like, try it all.
Yeah.
I just like doing all the things.
Yeah. And do you have a plan then? So, Jason, you are working together. Is there going to be a plan of... Have you played out at all?
What do you mean?
Have you performed live?
I have, yeah. I think, like, 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun.
And
it's
how'd
fun.
that go? You don't like it?
I'm still, like, a ball of nerves. Like, I hate it. Like, I'll do it and, like... I'll like do decent, but like the whole time, like I'm pretty good at like hiding it.
Yeah.
But the whole time I'm like freaking out, swamp ass, my pits are sweating, it's a really, really like uncomfortable experience for me.
There was this one artist, her name was Cat Power. I listened to like 20 years ago. I think it was Cat Power. And she never, I don't think, got comfortable. So she, no matter what, when she performed, she always had her back to the audience.
That's so real. That's so real.
So maybe try that.
Yeah, next time I perform, I'm not facing you guys.
If it's a good product and you sound good and it's selling, who cares how it has to get done?
Yeah.
You know?
I like what I've been doing is I just like look above everybody's head. Like I just like look around the room above everybody. Because if I look down, like I'll freeze.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't want to freeze because then that's embarrassing. And then it's like, oh my God, like,
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So you have to like, yeah. But is that the goal though? What's the goal? Do you know? Do you have a goal?
I don't know. The goal is to make it, I guess. Like to be able to like live off the earnings that I make in my music. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's really what I want to do. I want to like have fun, make money, and make good music.
And there's a lot of ways that you can do that now in 2026. I don't say 2025 anymore.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, you too.
With content creating and the apps and everything out there, there is a way that you maybe don't have to go do the things that you don't want to do because you could just actually monetize and make money.
Yeah.
Online.
I want to say like probably like 60-70% of like the budget for this project with Jason is coming from social media.
Oh, so you're already benefiting.
Mm-hmm.
On which apps?
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
And what do you do? That's great.
So
you're already doing
post.
it.
Yeah.
You just post.
Well, it's not enough to cover the everyday bills, but it's enough to like keep the music
60 to
going.
70% of your studio bills.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
And then that'll just keep growing. So you're already doing it.
I'm trying.
So just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I'm able to quit my day job, I'll say that I'm doing it.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I actually when I make 10-year plans, and my one 10-year plan was by the time I was 40 to make a living from what I love to do. I would have never known I was going to become a DJ. The whole story it's a whole long story, and I did end up, but just recently I'm picking up bar shifts again and bartending again. Life's expensive.
It is.
So
and inflation, it gets more expensive every year.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Rent's like $2,000 million.
Yep.
Is there more in the story?
Of
Or is
what?
that where we're at right now in your story?
That's basically where I'm at, I guess. Not much has really happened because of like how anxious I am, and also awkward and off-putting because I've probably ruined a lot of good opportunities from being weird. Like
Yeah. Well, how did you meet the guys at Spit?
Thomas, because he moved from
Thomas.
Rotation. Well, he still works at Rotation, and then he moved here for a little bit more, more throughout the days. So we just decided to start coming here, and I like saw them in passing, and then when our schedules didn't align, I was just kind of like, put me with anybody available, and then that's how I met. That's how I met. I think that was Matt, and then I met Sorry, Jackson. I don't know everybody, but everybody
Yeah.
that I've met is really nice.
I know some of them guys over there. Jackson's super talented.
Yeah, he's cool.
He was, they threw a festival. Were you at the festival?
No, this was my birthday.
That was on your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, the festival, it was crazy because when it was time for Jackson to perform, it like started raining.
Oh, I heard.
So I just met, like I ran sound for that festival, and that's when I kind of just met everyone. I met Jason like a little bit prior to that. But yeah, his set was really, really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
I've listened to a couple of his songs. Like, I really like it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see. Like, so you guys haven't like collabed on that. Like, he hasn't produced anything.
He
for
did
you, or-
record 3 of my music videos,
Okay. Oh yeah, because
Mhm.
he does that too, right?
Mhm. which he did phenomenal.
We got to get you a band. I feel like, right? Do you want a band?
Yes, I would love a band.
Yeah, yeah. I only heard the one song, and I'm like, yeah, got to get her a band. It'll happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna be playing out. I'm sorry. You're gonna end up doing it.
I think it would be easier if I had other people up there too.
Yeah. Well, we could just stand there.
Yeah.
What's your songwriting process like? Is there a process? Is it different every time? Do you write melodies, lyrics first? Like, what do you?
Lyrics first, and when I'm writing the lyrics, the melodies kind of follow, and it kind of starts like 1 to 3 different ways. Like I'll either come up with like a line, it'll like come to me throughout the day, and I'll write it down, and I'll come back to it when I get back from my 9 to 5, and then I'll work on it like to completion. Or sometimes I'll like start from like the middle of a song, and I'll be like, okay, like this sounds decent, I guess. Like I feel like I could add this or change this, and by the time I'm done it sounds like completely different. Or I'll find like an instrumental first, or I'm listening to stuff in my email and something will just like come to me,
Yeah.
and then I'll write from there.
Yeah. Do you ever have like creative blocks, or do you not like ever really force yourself to write?
I do. I have a lot of creative blocks. That's kind of why I did start the remix series or whatever, because I was just like going through such a hard time in my life. It was hard for me to write because most of my stuff is like, I'm a girl, you know, like I sing about being sad and like love and ex-boyfriends and like all the bullshit.
Right.
And like what I was going through with my ex-boyfriend at the time had me so stunted, and he basically told me for like 2 years like I wasn't allowed to make music. I wasn't allowed to go to the studio.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it was really, and we lived together, so it's not like I could run into the other room and like make a song and he'd never know. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, Lord.
like,
I'm glad you. So
I
you
had
got
to
out of
hide
that,
in my
right?
car,
That's
like-
you. Oh my
Yeah.
Lord! For 2 years.
yeah,
I mean, I guess you're young, so it's like those are the things that you learn as you
yeah,
go. Things that you don't want in your life.
yeah.
So for 2 years you'd hide. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I was just so angry because of everything that was happening that I ended up making the remixes, and then like I fell in love with like writing music again, and now whenever I have like a creative block, I pretend like I'm from the country. Like I'll just like, it's kind of like a bit that I do like on my social media. Like I'll be like, oh, like, you know, I have another writer's block, like here's like a country song.
You write a country song
Yeah,
when you have a writer's block.
like I'll just like pretend like embody like somebody else.
Yeah.
Like the last one I did
From the country, is that what you said?
yeah,
from
like
the-
you know, country folk.
This
like
is a
the
very
cowboy house.
interesting thing to do.
It's easier for me to like put myself in somebody else's like perspective
Right.
and like mind space to write
Oh,
than
I see
be
what
in
you're
my
saying.
own.
Like instead of being so in your own head, you go
Yeah.
into someone else's head and you write their story.
Yeah, like writing through them.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
And plus, it's a lot of fun. Like you get to like just pretend to be a little like different for a little bit. It's fun.
Over time, have you noticed your like self evolving? Like, have you noticed changes in how you write, or, you know, like?
A lot of changes, I would say. Like even it was either today earlier or yesterday, I like put another song on SoundCloud, and I like went back and was like listening to all this other stuff that I had on there since like 2016, and I listened to it and I was like, oh my fuck, I thought this was the best song I had ever written. This sounds so bad.
Does it sound bad, but the writing is good, or it's just bad?
The writing was decent. I was like 16, 17 years old, so like as good as like a 16, 17-year-old can really be, but like
My writing was. I still have them. Like when I first started writing, I was like 12, 13, and
yeah.
it's kind of horrendous. It was very like
And you think you're
crazy.
being so deep.
It was actually really crazy. I was being deep. I think. Too. I still think I was. Does music, like when you write, does the music show a side of you that people don't see in real life?
Oh my god, yeah. Like being in and out of facilities because of my sobriety and mental health for like the past few years or whatever. I've had people like straight up come up to me like after I've like shared or like we follow each other on social media and they like find out about my music or whatever. They'll be like, I literally thought that you were like some psychotic that didn't feel feelings.
Right.
So like it's kind of like not only like the place where I go and like vent my feelings and figure out my feelings, it's like one of the only spots I do that. Like I don't like opening up to people. I have like a little bit of paranoia. So I don't like spilling all my stuff to everybody. But I have no problem like spilling it all on a beat, I guess.
Yeah.
And then making it public.
I know what you mean. When I used to do more writing and everything, it was like, if you want to learn about me, I'm like, just go listen to my music, because otherwise
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and talk about
Yeah.
whatever. I kind of, when I would write, it's kind of the same purposes like you're saying. Like it is a place to just get it out, and you don't even mean to. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
How about, I don't know if this is something that you think about or not, like how do you know when you're done writing a song, like or recording? like there's endless options and endless things that you can do. At like what point are you like, okay, this has to be done. Like we're done.
There's some songs where I'll just stop it like almost like midway, and kind of turn it into more of like an interlude because I just like genuinely like emotionally cannot finish the song anymore. Or like I'll plan on coming back to it and then like I just don't ever want to be in that mind space again. But when like I'm writing a song and I know like I want to finish it or I can feel that the like ending's coming, I don't know, like I feel like I can just like feel it in a way. Like I'll listen back like a few times and then like once like it sounds like it ended right, that's kind of where I end it. Sometimes I go like over the beat a little bit, so sometimes the beat tells me when to shut the up.
Yeah.
So
You just feel it. You naturally just like kind of feel it.
yeah, and hope for the best. A lot of hoping for the best.
And hope for the best.
Yeah.
So when you have a song and you're like, I don't know if this has happened to you before, so I'm just curious. You have a song and it's like great, you're having a great time, and then all of a sudden you're like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Like I can't even. And so you stop and you kind of forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And years later you find it in your files and you play it. Have you ever had it when you're like, oh my God, this is actually really good? Has it ever happened to you?
I'd say
Or is it normally like horrible?
no, I mean there's like some good ones that'll probably stay in the vault forever just because of like the emotional baggage that they carry for me. Since I took like that 2-year gap of like not writing, I kind of went from like 16,
I can't believe
17.
that still.
Yeah, like 16, 17 writing like almost every day for like 2 years I stopped. And then like I was 18, 19, 20 years old and like relearning how to write music. You know what I mean? Like that was probably like one of the worst writer's blocks I've ever experienced in my entire life. And that's where all like that anger came from because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't really have anybody to talk to. And the only thing I ever used my entire life was writing, and I couldn't write a song.
For those 2 years you're talking about, right?
No, like
No,
right
after.
after the 2 years when I was
Oh.
like getting back into it
Oh,
after we
because you
broke
kind
up.
of like, oof.
Yeah, it's like riding
It's
a
like a
bike. You
mental-
don't do it, you forget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also, I mean, there was a lot of mentalness going on there if you had somebody controlling you in that aspect that it's like, yeah, your brain had like shut off probably.
Yeah, and I like almost like
This person, I want to
compartmentalized
like
it.
punch them in their face.
Oh yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, because that's like not good.
Yeah,
That is definitely a control issue.
yeah.
But now you're out, and that's great. Anything else about your project? I mean, knowing you now, you probably have nothing you want to talk about because you don't even like to talk. Anything, though, like about, so you have music out there released, or is it?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
And,
under Dear Diane, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say for this project, it's kind of like my personal knowledge project, I would say. Like I'm like Jason's really teaching me like a lot about like everything that I thought was like really stupid when I was like 16, 17 years old.
Like
like
what? for
like
instance?
melodies and how they're like there's phrasings and like that you're not supposed to like go outside of like what the instruments behind you are doing. Like you're supposed to like work all as one, and I've
Right.
kind of always just looked at the beat as one, and
Yeah.
then my voice is like number two. Like, but there's so many different parts in a beat, and it's not just like one cohesive thing.
So do you mean like don't overdo things? Like if the instrumental is like busy, then your vocals should be not busy? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, definitely like that as well. Because I did like a lot of those like nonstop shutting ups for like 3-minute songs, which I do love. Don't get me wrong. But it's a lot. Like it's a lot for like every song.
So like leaving room for the song to breathe.
Yeah, and like
basically.
giving space for like the instrumental and the instruments to like also be able to do their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because your voice is just another instrument.
Yeah.
But it's the hardest instrument because you carry it with you everywhere.
yeah.
So you got to take care of it.
Yeah, very true.
Like if you carry your guitar everywhere, imagine how banged up it would be. Try
Yeah.
it. You got a guitar now.
yeah.
So that's the one thing about people that sing and vocalists is like you really have to take care of your voice, and it's a lot of work
yeah.
for some people.
I don't know how to shut up, so it's always kind of like emotion.
I thought you didn't like to talk.
Well, no, like
just
I can
kidding.
talk about bullshit, but like when it comes to like deeper things,
Feelings.
yeah.
Yeah, emotions. I got you.
Yeah, I kind of go a little blank.
What's your birthday? What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
Mhm.
Virgo. I'm a Leo. September. What are you?
September 6th.
Oh, that's right. The day of the festival, August 19th. So awesome. So definitely excited about you and Jason working together and seeing where that project goes. I feel like a lot of good things are going to come from this.
Yeah. I'm also kind of doing like kind of what you and Jason were talking about in your episode, like learning how to do it on your own as well. So like I'm kind of learning how to use like the stuff I have at home. So
Yeah.
I've like been putting more stuff on like SoundCloud and like YouTube and like just them, not like all the other platforms and everything. So that's like another thing I'm going to be doing like while I'm learning everything.
Just to like entertain people, right?
Well, not only
Like it's
that,
not like
but
it's studio. It's not like it's studio recordings, but it's like something to put out that.
yeah. Well, actually, it was Jason who told me this. He was like, you have to put out music that you like.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I used to do when I was younger. I'd put a song out whenever I felt like it, and it was whatever song I liked.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm going to do, like, hopefully forever. I love doing that.
Yeah.
Like, but, yeah, that's kind of what's happening.
Yeah. And that's really important because I feel like that's something that went wrong with me. Like when I was younger and I was writing and I was having a good time. And then, you know, you heard my story a little bit. Like once I went to the major labels for those couple of years, I was part of a lot of pop sessions. Like I never cared about formula. I never cared about pop music, any of that when I was younger. I was like a punk, grunge, rocker, raver in the 90s. And like to this day, a couple of songs I wrote back then I just think they're genius to this day. Like they're just so good. And once I went to Manhattan and got all this, like, I was like a part of a lot of pop songwriting sessions, which are very like formula. And then I started like writing like that. And I started like not necessarily being myself. And I feel like I just along the way lost that part of me. So
Yeah.
it is important to do just what you feel because music and a song, it doesn't matter as long as it sounds good and the story is
and it
good.
makes you feel something. That's
and
what
it makes you
music's
feel
for.
something. It doesn't matter if it's a verse, pre-chorus, chorus,
Or if it's
verse,
just a really long intro that doesn't
or a really
stop.
long intro. It could just be an instrumental with woo-wahs going through it, the
Yeah.
echo, and it's just an emotional, like dark cave. It feels like, and so him telling you that is good advice because that is something along the way that I feel like I lost because I ended
Yeah.
up doing music and everything for a living, and it's weird. You just things start happening and you don't realize it.
Yeah. I think because I already lost it once, I don't think I'll let anything take it away from me again.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that was a thing. Like, who would even be
Yeah.
mad about someone writing songs?
Someone who wanted the money for heroin and the car to go get the drugs.
Oh my God. That's why he was mad?
Yeah, basically.
Wait, because you were sitting in the car writing.
Yeah, because we lived in like a studio apartment, so it was like one bedroom, and the bathroom was right here, the kitchen.
But couldn't
was
he
right
just
here.
take the car and you could write a song and everyone
It
could
was
do whatever?
my car, and he didn't
So you
have
had
a
to drive-
license.
So wait, the story gets better. So
I had to pay for the drugs. I had to drive him because he didn't have a license. And I would wait in the car. He'd pick up the drugs, get back in the car, and I'd drive us home. And
but then what? Then can't you write the songs while he's dipped out or something? It wasn't like that.
Like, I mean, like when he was the type of person that like I was scared for him to take a shower because I would walk in and he'd be like nodded out, like in the most like contorted position. There was a lot of times where I walked away for like 5 minutes and I walked back and I genuinely thought that he was dead.
Yeah.
So like it was hard for
Scary.
me to like even like just like go take the car out and do like my own thing for like an hour because like what if he died?
Yeah.
Like what would I have done if he died?
Yeah.
I mean now I'm like okay, but back then like I was like 18 years old. Like he was like my world.
Ugh. Yeah. Well, we live and learn.
Yeah.
So, but that's very powerful. So yeah, I'm very excited for you though.
Thank you.
It was nice talking to you.
Yes, it was nice meeting you.
Do you have anything else before I ask you the big question that I ask on every podcast?
Just keep doing what's fun and makes you happy. Everything else.
There you go.
And the pays the bills. Also that.
Right.
Yeah, then the fun.
All right. So you kind of touched on this a little bit. So I'm still going to ask you anyways. How is music your hero?
I think it'll always be my hero. Like even if I don't make it, just because of all it means to me and all it's done for me, I guess. This far into my life, I don't know where I would be without it, and I don't know what I would ever do without it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and what you touched on before that you already kind of answered was like, you know, it's a way for you to express yourself. It's a way for you to get your feelings out. It's a way to feel okay.
Yeah. It's a way to make sense of everything that's going on in this up mind.
All right, yeah. So again, thank you. It was nice to meet you, nice to get to know you, and I'm excited for you.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you too. This was fun.
Thank you. And thank Drowning Fish for letting us
Yes,
record.
thank you, Drowning Fish.
So whoever needs to record or needs a good mix, make sure you hit up Drowning Fish and be on the lookout for Dear Diane's music that'll be coming out of this studio.
Yes.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.